something which he holds inside, 2 hands. That is a gem. Gem symbolizing Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta, what? Just a wish fulfilling gem accomplishes all the aspirations. Likewise, the Bodhicitta will accomplish all the aspirations. This is Bodhicitta. So this hand should be symbolic of the Bodhicitta, number 1. Number 2, that this hand has 2 aspects. One is the external of the figure or feature, and the internal hollowness. External figure symbolizes the divine body that you're going to achieve when your Buddha nature becomes manifest, when all the mental developments are gone. Then it symbolizes the divine physical form through which you benefit all sentient beings. Then the inside hollow part symbolizes the true nature of the purity of the mental developments. The hollow, meaning that there's nothing substance there. There's no substance of mental developments there. The purity is symbolized. Okay, so in short, the form body of the Buddha and the Dharmakaya of the Buddha, truth body of the Buddha inside, is symbolic. So when you do this hand gestures, if in your mind that this is what symbolizes the two Buddha bodies, then sometimes, even though you may not be aware of that, still your earlier imprints, they're being activated the moment you press your palms together, and subconsciously there's a feeling that this is just respect, and then because of that you are so familiar with this gesture ascribed to the 2 bodies of the Buddha. And then we touch the 4 spots or the 3 spots of the body. 4 spots, both are correct. 4 spots means crown, forehead, throat, and the heart. So the crown is considered very important. For example, let's say all the Buddhas, they have the crown protrusion. It is considered that this crown protrusion, it is through this crown protrusion that many of the activities, Buddha's divine activities, are performed. And then the forehead is again considered very important. If you look at the ideally speaking, so all the Buddha's depiction, the correct ones, the correct depiction should have a dot. A dot is actually a very divine hair, which in Asian culture you see that the girls, they put a dot. It's a sign of beauty, the mark of beauty. So what happens is that that the Buddhas, they emanate the lights and the nectars. They emanate the lights and nectars through their forehead to bless, and more importantly to empower the bodhisattvas on the 10 bhumis to become enlightened, to become Buddhas. This is one thing. And then the crown and the forehead collectively is the purification of your body, or say your prostration of the body, symbolizing the body, and then the throat symbolizing the speech, and symbolizing the heart meaning the mind. So in other words, we have to purify the body, speech and mind to become a Buddha. What we have is body, speech, mind, that's it. And if these 3 are purified, this is what is referred to as the awakened one or Buddha. Okay, this is what we're doing. And then making prostrations, and then we say that, okay, you lie down, your body, how much your body touches, then that extent of the purification happens and so forth. Okay, these are mentioned there, but to what extent that is mentioned, the text, this is anyway, the point is that as long as you have a sense of respect, with that respect, and then naturally to do the easier one is any gesture, physical gesture, verbal gesture, meant to express a respect, that is prostration. And then the Chinese tradition, you bow down, press the 2 palms and the 2 knees on the ground, and then touch your forehead, and then with the 2 hands, they'll put it up like this. This is a gesture. And the Tibetans would put it down and and then some cases full length. And the Indians, Indians they touch they touch your hand with the whatever the object or the Buddha or the elders' feet. That is the respect. There's no hard and fast rule say this is respect, this is not. Anything which is coming from your pure heart, that is the respect. Okay, so we will do 3 prostrations, and then after this, then we will make the light offerings. And the light offering, I'd like to quickly explain about light offering. Again, it's a symbolic. Light offering is symbolic, and then particularly I would say that people in Finland, you know the importance of light. Right? Finland, the Finnish, you know the importance of light. In the winters, you crave for light. Do you crave for light? Yes, of course. The light is so important. Without light, people can easily go into depression. Without light for a long time, people can easily go into depression. So light is so important. So this is how the outside cosmos is related to the internal cosmos. The macro world and the macro world, these two are very closely connected. So how the external world affects our inner psyche. When the sun is bright, you feel uplifted. When the sun is gloomy, wet weather, damp, gloomy, foggy, your mind simply feels so gloomy and starts to feel low. So these are so closely connected. Often like what we learned yesterday, that find the root of all the problems, stress, tension, depression is self-grasping ignorance. Self-grasping ignorance and the ignorance of self-centered attitude, these two. So the light, to dispel the darkness, it is only through introducing the light. To dispel the ignorance, it is only through introducing the light of the wisdom. So light that we are offering, we should visualize that is the light of the wisdom to dispel the darkness of ignorance within yourself and the darkness of your 2 parents and your children and your family members and the tiny insects, the animals, the human beings, the spirits, the hungry ghosts, hell beings, God and goddesses, and everyone. So this is what we are to visualize. And then you can actually offer the light to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. You can just think of that, okay, I'm offering it. Or I'm offering it along with my 2 children, along with my 2 parents, or along with my children, along with my family members, along with all sentient beings. To what extent you accumulate merit is not determined by how much you offer. To what extent you accumulate merit is determined not by how much you offer, 1 light, 10 lights. No, it is determined by how vast you can incorporate in your thinking, how much you can visualize every sentient being making the offering the light, and then dispelling the darkness of ignorance. So if you're able to do that, then although you're offering just one light, and that suffices accumulating infinite number of merits. What is merit? This to be discussed in the class. Okay, so when we make prostration, imagine that you are encouraging everybody to make prostrations to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. And when you make the light offering, also imagine that you're encouraging everybody to offer the lights to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Then the merit accumulation is going to be immense. With merit accumulation, you have immense energy to pursue through this journey of cleansing the mind to achieve maximum happiness and fearlessness. Okay, so let us not forget to visualize your 2 parents and your family members and everyone with you. Okay, 3 questions together. Okay, as we light the lamps, there's one stanza Somebody would mind checking it.
Yeah, page 8.
Page 8, yes, okay. Page 8, there's a stanza which reads, with folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. Page 8, do you see that? With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. Okay, while we recite this, we just come quickly to make the light offerings. Let's come one by one. If we make a very quick line, so that we finish light offering.
We should have 2 of these. Do you know what the other one is?
Lighter. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all the miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma for all bewildered miseries gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma
Dharma, for all of the wandered in misery. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma, for all be wandered in misery's gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma, for all be wandered in misery's gloom. With folded hands, I beseech the Buddhas of all directions to shine the light of Dharma, for all be wandered in misery's gloom.
Okay, then please take seats.